Looks like we've got everybody back. Hopefully the morning has gone well for everyone. The sessions there. And okay, so we have had a lot of fun developing the AXIAM Award. We are it's really been such a great opportunity for states to talk about the things that they're doing and to bring some of those stories. And as we went through each of them on yesterday, today we're going to continue to advance that into the award ceremony. So with that, Stuart.
All right. Thank you, Joe. And I am, again, very excited to be here to talk about this AXIAM Award. And I would really want to reiterate, it's not about the winner. It's really about all of the information that agencies are sharing about the good things they're doing, to give good ideas, to highlight the work that is improving assets on our transportation system. So I just want to reiterate that and talk a little bit more about the group that submitted. I really appreciate the hard work, and we went through each and every one yesterday and recognized them with a certificate to show our gratitude for participating in this award, because I think it helps the industry. It helps us build value stories, value contributions to the industry for transportation asset management and what state DOTs are doing around the country to solve that. So as you recall, we had 11 submissions from 9 different clients, so it made it a very difficult decision indeed. We had a fairly large panel of people, so it's hard to get all consensus, but we really ended up narrowing it down to 4 that we considered to be finalists that really kind of stood a little bit above the other ones in terms of their maturity or the potential for value, or maybe just the clarity in how it was presented or the detail that it was presented. There wasn't a whole lot of room on the forms to get stuff in. But we want to go through and talk a little bit more about each of these 4 in a little more detail. And since I am interpreting what was submitted on the small submission forms, I'm inviting anyone from the agencies listed up here, Idaho, Montana, Texas, and Connect Plus, to interrupt me if I get something wrong, or at the end I'll pause and let you add something if we missed out on that. And I want to make sure we have someone from every agency. I've seen Steve Spoor here, I've seen Patricia Burke, and I know that Tyler is here. Mark McDaniels. Okay, excellent. So we have someone from every agency that you can add if I mess things up. Feel free to stop me and say, well, let me clarify what we really did. that will be fine. So I would like to start with Connect Plus. They really embraced the AgileAssets system. They really embraced the AgileAssets system to advance the operational efficiency and their decision making on the London M25 orbital motorway. They developed and implemented a fully operational transportation asset management system. It provides rich functionality around inventory management, inspection, workflows, condition scoring, and work order management as well as long-term predictions and estimates for their capital expenditures. A little more background: it is a design, build, finance, operate contract. It is over a 30-year period and is a little over £6 billion value that Connect Plus Services is receiving on a fixed price basis to keep the motorway at a critical set of level conditions. The M25 plays a strategic role in the United Kingdom. It's one of the busiest motorways in all of Europe. In England, this specific 440 kilometer portion of road represents only 4% of England's strategic network length, but it supports 15% of its traffic and actually attracts 25% of its budget expenditures. So that shows you the level of importance of this road to England. So over the course of the contract, efficiency and operational, routine maintenance, life cycle, renewal activities, they can all generate savings for Connect Plus to help them do the work of asset management and still make a business out of it and make a profit at the end of the 30 years. So our joint contractual responsibilities also include the obligation to hand back each of the assets, each asset category in the whole portfolio. They have to be in similar or better condition than the baseline when it was measured in 2009 when this project was begun. And they have to maintain the network in a safe, reliable condition through the duration of the contract. So some of their key achievements, they developed a safety access feature to log access issues to this major highway. And those are used by operations and maintenance to try to improve the safety of the contract, the safety of the motorway. There was a live condition reporting dashboard that removed the need to dedicate resources to manual calculations of condition that they were doing. It took them a long time and a lot of staff time. There's an automated feature to produce a pavement monthly condition report linked to one of the project's most critical financial risks, and producing a detailed 30-year work plan to optimize the overall expenditures for the management of 40,000 pavement assets, establishing a multidisciplinary team across the business. So they have people that focus on all aspects of providing this infrastructure and use various components of the AgileAssets suite. The next one I would like to highlight. Oh.
You want to give us as we go?
Yeah, that's a great idea. No, let's not. No, let's not. But I do want to give Tyler the opportunity to add anything. Did I miss anything? Any key aspects of that? Okay. Thank you. So the next one I want to highlight is the Idaho Department of Transportation Winter Automated Reporting System. And I have the Idaho folks right here in front of me. I know they're not bashful, so add anything to what I'm saying here. But this system provides operators of their snow and ice removal equipment with a user-friendly interface to review their daily work efforts and submit the information electronically to the maintenance management software, which then creates the payroll and updates material stockpile quantities all automatically. So some of the results that they gained, reduction of operator data input ranging from 30 to 60 minutes every day when they finished their work, down to just 5 minutes to review what the equipment said, check that it's okay, and then submit it. So that's a big savings in operator time every day. In fact, they can stay out on the road an extra 45 minutes every day, which is very beneficial for the public. There was a ability to review state operations and costs versus results to evaluate and investigate efficiency of the snow removal operations. Identification of changes to achieve overall performance improvements and cost reductions. And then a big savings in materials of approximately $1 million a year upon the full deployment of the system by 2016-2017 winter season. So a short background, the WARS is a maintenance support system to improve winter operations. The data collection is in the snowplow trucks, onboard data recorder, converts the operational information, how much salt is being put out, what is the speed, what is a lot of things that are operating on the truck are recorded, and how far they travel and so forth. And the data is GPS. It's processed to display the route mileage ranges associated with ITD's network, tied into their linear referencing system. So the WAR system creates activity and route records that's interfaced directly to ITD's implementation of AgileAssets Maintenance Manager. So this eliminates the need for operator input of the information, as I mentioned before. So we're all, I think, very proud. We worked through some issues with technology and so forth, but the WAR system met the goals of improving data quality, reducing operator input needs, improving winter maintenance management tools, and reducing winter maintenance costs. So the system has only been deployed for a single winter. So we're just starting to see and get the benefits, and the total cost savings are not yet fully determined. And there may be some things, extra efficiencies we gain that we'll continue to see. But pilot studies conducted by ITD demonstrated that through data analysis accompanied by process improvements in what they do resulted in at least a 10% savings of winter operations chemicals and materials. So Steve, anything else I left out of it? Anything I got wrong?
No, that's a pretty good summary.
All right. Oh, okay, yes. So if you want to hear a lot more detail and ask a lot of great questions, come to Steve's presentation this afternoon on this exact project.
So y'all are looking forward to winter? Is that what I'm hearing?
I never look forward to it.
So, next one is the Montana Safety Information Management System. And Montana implemented the AgileAssets Safety Analyst module. We implemented that for them. It has a long-term software solution that supports the safety data and analysis goals of MDT and for the benefit of Montana overall. Some of the key results: they have increased access to crash data, make it easy to see and examine and analyze. Advanced, easy-to-use ad hoc crash query capabilities to get in and find certain types of crashes and where they're located. Incorporation of many roadway elements from other asset databases within MDT that are also within AgileAssets, many of them, to allow for comparison of crashes versus roadway characteristics. So you begin developing proactive models to be able to find, okay, when we have these road conditions, what can we do to fix it before crashes really become a problem? And then tracking the safety of projects for future, before, and after evaluation. The scope of this one, the project was developed for a comprehensive and flexible solution. It was to allow for it to be very intuitive so that users that come in on an occasional basis or they're not expert users on the system, we want to make it easy for them to be able to get in and do what they need to do. So it had to be user-friendly and intuitive. We wanted it to be linked to the linear referencing framework, which is extremely important to locate the crashes. And the LRS has to be updated, as we talked about a lot yesterday, through roads and highways, or any linear referencing adjustment tool to be able to keep those crash data records in the right location relative to other information in the database. So we integrated with multiple data sources, crashes, road characteristics, speed limits, so forth. Another important aspect was the fact that the analyses and so forth reports came to match what's required for the Highway Safety Manual and FHWA standards. So then the ability to screen the roadway network and complete reviews of specific locations that are causing a high level of accidents was finally implemented in the fall of 2014. I say finally, it actually went in very quick, in only 9 months. So within 9 months, Montana had a working product to complete the benefit cost phase of the 2014 Highway Safety Improvement Program list, and then begin screening the network for the 2015 list. So they got it up and running and actually used it for productive use to get going. They used the highway safety manual methodologies and requirements, and notably, they also have already won a couple of awards with this. The 2015 National Roadway Safety Award, the Montana Roadway Departure Plan and Safety Information Management System was the title of that award. And it was in the Program Planning, Development, and Evaluation category. Then within Montana, they won the Governor's Award for implementing within 9 months of the contract, which was very, very efficient, and then also for the potential benefits that this could bring to the citizens of Montana. Patricia, anything I've... Well, thank you. And Patricia gave a nice overview, so if any of you were in there, you've heard about this as well. And then the fourth one that I would like to highlight here is the Texas Department of Transportation, and they implemented a new pavement management system. It was done fairly quickly for an agency of this size, with a network of this size and the level of customization that they wanted into the system. And it gives them the ability to run the 4-year plans, to optimize available funds. Maintenance and rehabilitation can all be incorporated, standardized reporting internally and externally, and gave them a great internal spatial reporting capabilities that they really like to use the map interaction with their system in TxDOT. Some of the goals there were to build a comprehensive system that includes the database, the reports, the maps, and advanced analytical functions all in one package. They had those in disparate systems before. And they wanted to maximize the use of images that are collected by the pavement automated data collection equipment. So that's incorporated in the system. Whoops. And they wanted to optimize maintenance and rehabilitation funds. They're able to do that, standardize external reporting, enhance the internal spatial reporting, broaden their customer base scope. And correct me if I'm wrong on this, I think this is referring to the fact that they are rolling this system out to the districts and areas, maintenance areas, and going to have access to data and analysis all the way out. Is that what we're meaning at TxDOT with broaden the customer base scope?
Is Eric Perone or Ahmed here?
Yeah, basically making a lot of the analysis.
Derek?
Available to the end users instead of them having to submit one project around that.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was thinking, was because TxDOT before, even though they're a decentralized agency, as Magdi said yesterday, with 25 little sub-states, 25 districts here, their previous system was a centralized mainframe system controlled by 1 or 2 people, and it was very difficult for even districts, much less lower level organizational units, to be able to even see data, much less run analysis and figure out what the best thing to do was. So it gives them that ability. And it provides the ability to answer questions from the legislator regarding funding needs, performance measures, and project selection. They want to justify the money, they want to get more money, and this is helping them to do that. So some of the other, they wanted to use additional technologies, and we are using a web-hosted solution with its subscription-based. It's not quite software as a service yet, but it is a subscription-based, and we keep them updated. We do all of the hosting and operation of the database for them. And it went live just recently here in September 2016. Some of the key benefits: it was finished very quickly, including really improving the module. It replaced 4 systems, as I said: the mainframe, something called Map Zapper, which did their normal mapping, a second mapping application that looked at the 4-year plans, a software called ProView for viewing and accessing raw data. So they had to be in multiple softwares to do their pavement management before. TxDOT will be able to run scenarios on their 4-year plans. And previously, this was done by the Center for Transportation Research at the University of Texas. So off-site, kind of out of the control of the real TxDOT engineers. So TxDOT expects a very high return, high benefit to cost ratio. Since $1.9 billion annually are spent, just a minimum improvement of 1% gets them $19 million back. And we're expecting a lot more benefits and efficiency out of the system from that.
And I don't think anyone from TxDOT is here.
Okay.
They had to walk out. So.
Okay. Well, that concludes the overview of everybody. And so now for the moment that everybody has been waiting for. What we did, since we got so many entries and it was so difficult to select, as I said, we narrowed it down to 4. And then as we went through this, we decided we needed to go on and name at least the other 3 as honorable mentions and pick the one winner. We will pick one winner, but we wanted to honor the other 3 with an award as well. And so it's not quite as big as the winner one, but we do have these awards. So the first one I would like, and this is in no particular order at this point, the first one to come get your honorable mention award is the Idaho Department of Transportation for their WARS system. Thank you, Steve. Awesome.
Yeah, this is. We can help you with that. Okay. We can check. Yeah, great job. Thank you. We can actually help you ship it if you want. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely will. Thank you, Steve. And for the next honorable mention, I'd like to invite Tyler Pauly to come up and receive an award for Connect Plus services. And I have to say, let's get our picture first. I have to say that Tyler, it's appropriate that Tyler's collecting this award. He works tirelessly inside of CPS day in and day out, making this system do magic for them. And so they rely heavily on him. And so thank you for that good work, Tyler. And then for the final honorable mention, unfortunately, there's nobody here from TxDOT to come up and receive it, I think.
Derek Edward.
Derek Edward for TxDOT. Come get your picture taken with us, big man.
Is Eric grown or Armitage?
So I guess everybody's figured it out by now. Patricia, would you come up and accept for the Montana Department of Transportation Safety Information Management System? And I think we're going to try to do this again, the next one, and I want to encourage everybody to start thinking now, what can we highlight that we think is a good benefit for our agency and for our state and for our constituents? That's the kind of thing, and the better it can be quantified and explained, the better it is, and we will use these things to talk about your agencies and how well you're doing in the work of asset management. So thank you everybody for being here, and thanks to our submitters again for participating.